And yeah, she was fined. And there are people getting cautions for rape. Amazing.
It's the award-winning host,
Danny God.
Oh, you're going to love this. You are going to love this. I was perusing Facebook over the weekend. I have a big friend. She's quite well-bodied, quite big. She's been on the show before. I won't call her name. But she herself would say she's well-bodied, big-bodied. She put up a post about something called the C string. Now, the C string is a variation of the G string or the thong. I had no idea what she was talking about, so I had to go online and look up the C string. I am now looking at the C string. My God. Oh, Lord. What is this? This is ladies' underwear without anything around the side, on the hip, right? Just the front and the back. It's wired. Kiss goodbye to the party lines. To the panty lines and tan lines with the incredible C string, invisible underwear, as seen on television and in the newspapers. This is Alice Semele writing in the Daily Mail, said, "When I try on an evening dress, I am impressed. Normally I can see the smallest of thongs, but with the C string, nothing is visible. And the dress does look more elegant than usual." I can't even describe. The thing looks like one of those headbands. You know what those Eastern European footballers use when they're trying to tie their hair back when they're playing football? And, you know, David Beckham used to do it. What is it, a scrunchie or not a scrunchie? That thing you put in your head to make sure if you've got long hair, it doesn't flop into your face. It kind of looks like that at the back. And at the front, it looks like a spatula. Right? C for Charlie. String. Ladies' underwear. Now, this is the question I had to ask. Why do you think they called it the C string?
That's the news. And now,
Today's discussion.
Right. Today's discussion. Oh, before I jump into today's discussion, I have to tackle somebody from last week's show. Last week's show was about religion, wasn't it? About the ins and outs and certain things you need to know about Christianity and religion as a whole. Islam and Christianity. I received a text towards the end of the show from one of my regular listeners. His name is Camberwell Job Centre Ted. Camberwell Job Centre is his first name, and his surname is Ted. Right? Camberwell Job Centre Ted, Mr. Ted. Now, the nature of the discussion last week was that Jesus doesn't exist. So if Jesus doesn't exist, then Islam, who writes about Jesus, there must be some fault there in the Quran as well. There was that. And we dealt with that there is no contemporaneous, that there is no documentation that was present around the time of the so-called life of Jesus that confirms that he lived and so on and so forth. So anyway, we received a text after the show and a phone call from Mr. Ted saying, "Have you not read the Talmud?" The Talmud, which is Talmud, is the Hebrew instruction, blah, blah, blah. The Talmud is a central text mainstream of Judaism in the form of a record of rabbinic discussions pertaining to Jewish law, ethic, philosophy, customs, and history. Right, he said, Jesus is mentioned in the Talmud. That's proof that he existed. Well, one, the Talmud is a religious book as well. Two, the Talmud was written 200 years after Jesus died, which is pretty much what I said about throughout the whole show. The Talmud was written, or any books written about Jesus was written about 200 years. Josephus, and now the Talmud, 200 years after Jesus died. The Talmud has two components. The Mishnah, 200 CE, that's the current era, and the oral law, which is the oral law, and the Germana, which is dated around which is dated around 500 CE, which is 500 current era, after the death of Jesus, right? So I just thought I'd just drop that in there, Mr. Campbell Job Centre Ted. If you know him and he's not listening, send a message on. But yeah, the Talmud was written 200 years after Jesus, so it's like somebody writing a book about my life, Danny God, 200 years after I died, and telling you that I was the Messiah. It's just not the one, is it? Okay. A little later in the show, we'll talk about what happened on the weekend, 16th of April, the Smiley Culture March. If you don't know, we'll break it down for you. I'll tell you exactly what they're looking for, which I have here. I did have here. Should have here, somewhere here. It's here. The 4 things they're looking for from now on as regards to a judicial reform for the police. I have my concerns about that, but we'll get into that later. First and foremost, though, what 3 things should a man not do on a date? And I'll tell you why I'm asking that question today. No, it's not because I'm getting old. It's because I came across a gentleman by the name of J.C. Johnson. And he's written a book called Woman versus Womaniser. Now, I like the book. I like the testimonials and the blogs that have been written about the book. And I spoke with the gentleman. I like the way he's gone about the book, and I like his business ethic. I like his professional ethics, so on and so forth. But it got me thinking about woman versus womanizer and so on and so forth. And I've been coming down a bit hard on the ladies past couple of weeks. You know, it flips and roundabouts. Sometimes I'm hard on the ladies. Sometimes I'm hard on the religious people. Sometimes I'm hard on the fellas. Sometimes I'm hard on black people. But for the past few weeks, I've been hard on the ladies. So I thought we'll equal that up and we'll bring some harmony to this whole God's talk show. So I'm going to give the ladies, all the womanizers, the men who know ladies, the players, the men who consider themselves to be experts in all things that are feminine, erogenous, flirtatious, successful in the balancing of the sexes, the genders. You see where I'm going? You see what I'm saying? Right. I thought I'd have a topic to back up the interview I'm going to do in about 10, 15 minutes with J.C. Johnson, because J.C. Johnson is in the studio, the author of the book. We're going to speak to him. We're going to ask him about the book. He's going to read an excerpt from the book. Listen, this book is the bomb. I'm telling you. I like it. Gina Yashere loves the book. What did Gina Yashere say about this book? Where's my testimonials gone? There it is. What did Gina Yashere say? No, Miss Dynamite said it's powerful, hilarious, honest, heart-wrenching, and a must-read. Sue Elise has given a testimonial on the book. Sue Elise is from the girls' group, what they called again. What's that group, what she was in? Oh, Sugar Babes. And Gina Yashere, actress and comedian, right? They've all done testimonials. They've read the book. They love the book. We've got blogs here. We'll talk later on that. But anyway, got me thinking I should have a topic that complements the book. What 3 things should a man not do on a date? Now, my wife has certified this topic. She said it's a good topic. She said I should have a topic. And my wife used to be a player in her days. Yes. And I clipped her wings. It's probably why she don't like me no more. I won. Yeah, I won. In the battle between me and my missus, I won. I was the supreme player. But yeah, she said this is a good question. What 3 things should a man not do on a date? That's what I'm asking today. That's what I want from you. To participate in today's show. I don't know why this thing is... Why is this thing doing that? You can send texts.
What do you think?
Send a text.
The number.
Should you choose to accept it.
07944254908.
Say what?
07944254908.
Oh, yeah. One more thing. Pretty big thing.
Remember.
I want to know who I'm talking to. Identify yourself.
The real name?
It don't matter. I don't care.
So pretty please, with sugar on top.
Please.
Leave your name.
You're not a number. You're a person.
That's right, Danny God. The telephone number is 07944 254908. That's 07944 254908.
Do you have an opinion? Call us on 07944 254 908. That is 07944 254 908.
I'll say that again, 07944 254 get away. 908. 07944 254 908. Remember, if you're texting, put a name in the text. It is a jovial topic today, so you can put any name in the text. I don't really care the name. Make me laugh. There you go. Put a name in there that makes me laugh, or a name that makes me go, Things that make you go, Right. What 3 things should a man not do on a date? Hey, producer! What 3 things should a man not do on a date? Pass wind. Yeah. What else? Phone another woman. Dude, what background have you got? And what else? Wear a do-rag. I'm not taking your answers yet. Take your answers in a second. So, pass wind, phone another woman, and wear a do-rag. What's wrong with a do-rag? A do-rag is for women for bed. But anyway, I'm going to start wearing do-rags. It's messing up my plaits. Well, there you go. There the producer said, let me write that down so I don't forget. Shouldn't pass wind. I don't know how you came up with that one first, you know. Call another woman. Why would anybody be calling another woman on a date anyway? Could be boring. And wear a do-rag. Do men actually wear do men still wear do-rags? Do-rags and dungarees. You know, a comedian that's wearing do-rags and dungarees. Do-rags and dungarees. You got my brain. Who wears What's a JLS boot? Oh, you're gone too far now. Oh! Yeah! Leave him alone, man. He's funny. Nah, man, he's funny. Leave him alone. You troublemaker. What is that all about? Right. That's what I'm asking you today. What 3 things should a man not do on a date? I want to hear from you. Send me a text. Give me a call on 07944 254 908. You've heard it from producer. Don't pass wind. How could you not pass wind if you're going to eat? And obviously you haven't eaten before you go on a date. I don't know. Have you ever been in that position? Have you ever wanted to pass wind on a date? How do you do it? Yeah, but that's a bit bait. Go to the bathroom. Pass wind on a date, you know. I don't know. But it's kind of one of those things that would probably happen because you don't eat before you go out because you know you're going to eat if you're going to on one of those dates, right? So you're kind of on the bus or in the taxi and the belly's griping. And then you don't want to eat too much because you don't want to look like a cow or a bull or a dog. So certain women be eating salads. Then you get wind. You can't belch. I've never been in that position. There's a way to belch. Oh, you need to come on, Mike. Come on. What's the way to belch? Our producer's going to tell us how to belch. Tell me.
Okay, lads, when you're on a date with a lady and you need to belch, what you need to do is you kind of belch in your chest and kind of blow. You know the one, you've done it before. No. That's the job interview belch? Yeah, you kind of, it's like lean to the side, you kind of decide
like you're smoking?
Yeah.
So you belch in your chest?
Yeah, you kind of hold it. And you make sure your chest don't echo.
Oh, Lord. You could go back now. Technique. So you've been on a lot of dates. I haven't. I don't do dates. I do unconventional dates. I'll tell you about them later in final thoughts. My dates are fantastic. Right. I want some text. I want to hear from you. I want to hear particularly from the ladies. This is your opportunity to let them fellas know. Because you know certain men out there want to chat. I've said this before on the show. They want to chat you up with their car. Have you ever been in that position? They talk to you via the window in the car. They wind it up and down. That's like the mouth. They got no lyrics. They go on a date. They don't know how to order the food. They don't know that you get starters first. They want everything one time. They don't wait until your food comes before they start eating. All that kind of stuff. They just lack social etiquette when it comes to making a woman feel special. And then you got to think about it as well. Is it different for black women, white women, Asian? Is there a different etiquette or is it just universal nowadays? I want to hear